Okay, so I'm gonna make a home screen real quick. I'm gonna start off with the frame by pressing F, and I'll pick the iPhone 16 Pro. And then here I'm gonna change the corner radius to 67. The fill on this side is white, and I'm just gonna add a stroke here. This one is just for me, and I'm gonna put it on the outside. So then now I'm going to make the lower nav panel. So I'm going to start with the person. I'll put one here, and I have to change the dimensions here, so I'll make it on layout 48 by 48, and then I want a search here. I'll pick this one. I also need that to be 48 by 48, so I'll change it on layout. And then I want a heart. I'm gonna put this one here. What else do I have? I want home. And then what else do I want? I want a clock. So I'll search up clock. And I'll put this here. I'm just gonna arrange them in what I want the eventual order to look like. Okay. And then I'm going to draw a rectangle here. The dimensions don't really matter here when I'm drawing them. I'm going to change them this side on layout. So I want it to be the same size as the bottom of my screen, so I'll say 402, and the height as 68 is fine by me. And then I'll click here, let me just close that, and change the fill to be white because I want it to match the screen. And I'll add a stroke and make it black, but on the stroke I want it to be 2 in terms of thickness, and I'm just changing here so it can be only on the top because I want there to be a line on the top. And then I want the bottom to align with the bottom of the phone here, so I'm going to go to corner radius and change that to 67, but it changed and made the entire shape an oval, and I just want the bottom to be oval. So I go here, and you can individually choose each corner radius. So the top left, I want it to be 0, top right I want it to be 0, and then the bottom 67 by 67 is fine. Then I'm going to come this side and add all of these into an auto layout by pressing Shift A. That puts it into an auto layout with the dimensions 336 by 48, and I want these to be 402. It doesn't seem to have auto adjusted the gap, so I'm going to change the gap to 30. 30 is not doing. 34, 38. Okay, 38 is fine, and it has stayed in frame. So then I'm now going to move these. 38 isn't fine because it's too big, so I'll change that to 36 and see. Let me change this to 390. And then see if I can move this in here. No, that's too big, so I'll change the gap again to 35. Let's make it 34. Then I'll move these in here. It seems like I'm just always going to have one that's bigger, so I will bring this to the front, and then I will select everything and make it a group. And then I'm just clicking file here. I will move this group down here and it fits in there. So now I have two screens. This one that says iPhone 16 Pro 1, and this one that says 2. So on this one here, I'm just gonna get in there and add a stroke there, change the weight to 10 like in the other one, and then put it on the outside. So now I'm going to prototype. Let me put this over here. I'll click prototype there. The prototype settings are already on iPhone 16, but if they aren't, just double check that it's the right size, it's the same as your frame. And then I'm gonna click, say, this part here. I'll add an interaction. On tap, I want it to navigate to iPhone 16 Pro 2, and then I'm going to label this one as the beginning of my flow. Let's just keep it at flow 1, and then this one will be flow 2. So when you click here, it'll take you back there. And then just one last thing that I want to add is here on iPhone 16 Pro 1, in this group, in frame 1, if you click person, let's say, and then you add an interaction this side on tab, I want it to take you back to number 1. So many things going on right now. Okay, so now with all of this done, if you click here to press play on prototype, it's just opening a new screen quickly while we wait. I'm going to click, I think I say, like, if you click there, it'll take you to this screen, and that's prototyping covered, and that's creating an appropriate sized wireframe.